My lips are a little dry and I don't know where my Vaseline is. Okay, well hey guys, obviously I have on no makeup today, and the reason for that was because I was getting ready to do my makeup and I was looking for my tweezers, and I realized I have quite a bit of makeup here that they're like hidden, I guess I could call this like the hidden gems video. I love them and I bought them, but I just forget about them because where they are in my makeup collection, so I figured I'd just do a video on some things that I should probably use a little bit more. Okay, so the first thing is these, every time I start a video, my nose starts to get runny. What is this, like stage fright in front of a camera? Anyway, they're the Urban Decay Primer Potions. I have them in Greed, Sin, and Original. I also have the anti-aging one, but I don't know where that's at. The reason I don't use these, well specifically Sin, this one is supposed to give your eyeshadow like a champagne type of color, I guess. If you're using a matte, you could put it over and it look kind of like shimmery. And because I used this once, and it's a good thing I got these on sale actually. I got them on sale for like $6 on urbandecay.com. They were having some sale. And when you put it on your eyelid, it doesn't dry clear or like very pale close to your skin complexion like most eyeshadow primers do. It dries like the color of this bottle, this tube. And I just don't like that, because if you don't exactly get the eyeshadow, like let's say you have a little bit that goes somewhere where you don't like, if you're using a regular eyeshadow primer, that's okay, but not with this, because it dries its color, so you have to clean up after it, and I don't like that. Like, this is not even supposed to be something, eyeshadow primers, that you think about. And so I think because of my bad experience with this one, I haven't used Greed, which I want to use because, well, of course it doesn't say on here, but it has some special purpose. And this one I stopped using, although I will use them up. I mean, eventually I'll use them up. I stopped using the Original because I ended up getting, when I bought my Lorac Pro palette and my Unzipped, the behind the scenes eyeshadow primer, and I bought the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I just really love these, so these have been the ones that I've been reaching for the most. The next thing is my Urban Decay Naked Illuminated highlighter, and I don't wear this as much because, aside from the fact that it's kind of bulky packaging, it's it looks like glitter. It's very glittery. There's that wasn't even a grammatically correct sentence. There's a lot of glitter in it, and it's just not something that I wear on a day-to-day basis to have glitter, like, in my T-zone or on the tops of my cheeks. So I don't wear this very much. I guess I'd wear this more like if me and my husband were going out to dinner for Friday night or something, then I would wear this. The next thing is my Too Faced Sweetheart blushes. I have all three in Candy Glow. Yeah, it is Candy Glow. Peach Beach, which I really love this one, and something about Berry. Now I like them because they have the three different colors in each one. You can wear them the colors individually or all together. But the packaging is bulky, and there's no way to get. I tried to get the blush out of this bulky packaging. So where I store these is not in the same place where I store the rest of my blushes. So because of the bulky packaging is why these don't get as much love. But I do love them, I just don't wear them as much. Okay, the next thing is my Tarte blush. It's the Maracuja Bouncy Blush in Shimmering Poppy. Now I love Tarte blushes, but this one, it's an airbrush one, airbrush. So it's kind of like creamy, and it's a really pretty color, but the one time I did use it, I tried using this stippling, is this what it is, like a dual fiber brush, and it's just not dense enough to take the product from here onto the brush and transfer to my face. It doesn't work. So I need to get a much denser brush. So I think I'll start wearing this once I get a more dense brush. And I feel like almost like this, my Sigma F80 flat kabuki brush would work because it's dense enough, but I feel like, yeah, I think actually it would be perfect, but this is my foundation brush, so that's why I don't wear this one, but once I find the perfect brush for it, I will be wearing this. Another thing, these are from the Balm. Yeah, okay, these are from the Balm, and it's my Betty Luminizer and Mary Luminizer. Now, this is the Mary Luminizer. It's a highlighter. You can use it as an eyeshadow, and it's really pretty. It's a pale color, so it would be a really good highlight. Is it too shimmery to be a brow bone? It could probably even be a good brow bone or inner corner. I don't mind a kind of shimmery brow bone color. And then the Betty Luminizer, which is a bronzer. And I forget about this bronzer, that this is a bronzer, because I have two other bronzers that I love. But this is the bronzer, and I just forget about those. And I think, okay, well, this one I know I forget about, the Mary Luminizer, because I'm always using the Cindy Luminizer, which I'll show you guys the color if you're not familiar with the Balm's products. I can't really tip it because it's broken, but it's more of a peachy color, and I use this one. I love this one. This is like my holy grail highlighter, and I think because of that, I don't use this one as much, the Mary Luminizer. And because they're in the same type of packaging, all three of them, I forget that this is not a highlighter, that this is a bronzer. And I always think it's a highlighter, and I'm like, well, that's too dark for me, but it's a bronzer. So I need to put this with my bronzers because for some reason it's with my highlighters. Two other Balm products I have. It's the Instain blush in the color Houndstooth. I think it's very pretty, but the reason I don't use it is because it's kind of like a plummy color, and whenever I do my makeup, I always feel like it wouldn't exactly complement my eye makeup, so I don't wear this as much. So I need to kind of come up with some eye looks that would go with this blush, so that way I could wear it, because I love their Instain blushes. Another the Balm product is this Hot Mama. It's a blush or eyeshadow, and it's a peachy color. That's how it looks, with like gold undertones. It's actually really pretty, wow. It actually almost reminds me of, where is it? Oh darn, I can't find it right now. Oh, it almost reminds me, oh here it is, of my NARS blush. Oh, no, this is not the right one, in Blush Orgasm. But I love it, but I always forget that it's a blush and not a bronzer, because I love this bronzer, the Bahama Mama, and I always think they look similar, so I always think, well, I love this one so much, I'm going to wear this one, and I forget that this is not a bronzer, it's a blush. Use it as a blush, Abby, it's a blush. Okay, what else? Oh, this is by Hourglass. It's the ambient lighting palette, and so it's like a highlighter. It's three highlighters, and this was an online Sephora exclusive, so you couldn't get it anywhere else. I mean, obviously it's still there, but you can't buy it in stores, so I bought it because everybody was raving about it, and I do love it, especially this middle color here. But the packaging is very bulky, and it's not even flat, so you can't really put anything on top of it, so it ends up staying in the bottom of my makeup caddy, and so I don't use it as much, but I should. Oh, another thing by the Balm. Wow, I have a lot of the Balm products here. I think just because I have so many products from the Balm that I guess they're easily, the more you have of a product, the more you'll have that you forget from them, I think. This is the Balm How About Them Apples Cheek and Lip Cream Palette. And basically these are products that you can use either in your cheeks or your lips. They're actually super pigmented, and this is how they look. It's My husband hates this palette because of the shirtless men. But it's like apple cobbler, apple cider, apple crisp, apple pie, candy apple, caramel apple. I've only used this once. I used this cobbler one. Whoa! I used my Duo Fiber brush, this trusty brush, and I just patted it on there like maybe 2 or 3 times and went to put it on my face. I had so much red on my face, I had to rub it off. So you obviously have to have, if you're using this on your cheeks, a very light hand. So that's one of the reasons I don't use it as much. But the second reason is just because it's in a palette form, I keep it with my eyeshadow palettes, and so by the time I go to put on blush, I'm not looking in the direction of my eyeshadow palettes. So that's why I forget about this one. So I should probably put it toward the front so maybe I remember it. I hope, because they are pretty and they're beautiful. They're just super pigmented. Wow. Okay, another thing, I have a lot of stuff here I forget about, is my Maybelline Color Tattoos. I have the 24 metal ones, and they're pretty. I have them in the color Fairly Branded, Inked in Pink. Oh, those look similar, but they're not. And what is this one? Pomegranate Punk. And I love them, but when I bought them, all I had in my mind, even though they're single eyeshadows, was, oh, they would look great underneath as bases, maybe for my Lorac Unzipped palette or my Naked 3 palette. And I forget that, no, you can use them on your own, their own. They're beautiful colors on their own. So I have to start wearing them on their own and not just relying on them as a base for those palettes. Even though I do wear those palettes a lot, but because I think they're single and they're not by my eyeshadows, I think my eyeshadow palettes, I think that's why I forget about them. Okay, another thing is my Milani Infinite Liquid Liners. Oh gosh, let me try and get the words. Well, these words are rubbed off because it was so used, but I forget about these. I don't really know what, well, they're old, first of all, and so obviously now they're super clumpy, so they're just like garbage. I mean, look at that. That's disgusting. So that's going in the garbage, and that means that this one's got to be even worse because it's older. Yeah, it's worse. But they're really pretty, and I think the reason why I stopped wearing them so much was because I hadn't found an eye makeup remover that really worked to take off my eye makeup, and these are waterproof, and boy are these waterproof. Like, I could not get these suckers off my eyes, and I think that's why I stopped wearing them so much, because I didn't have a good eye makeup remover. Now that I do, I could wear them, but obviously they're clumpy and disgusting, so they're garbage, because then I would end up having raccoon eyes because it would get all over the place. So it's garbage. Another product is my Chanel, and I'm so sad to put my Chanel in here. It's the Rouge Coco one in 62 Irresistible, and it's really pretty. I love the color, but I think it's because I just, Chanel's expensive. I paid so much money for this lipstick that I'm like, I have to use it sparingly. I can't use it all the time. I can't use it up. Like if you're going to use up a lipstick in a week. I mean, come on, Abbie. But this is one of the ones that I don't use as much. I mean, it's by the rest of my lipsticks, but I just always think, like, conserve this lipstick. That's how I think about this lipstick. Then I have two MAC lipsticks that I forget about, which are actually really pretty colors. And they're both cream sheens. One of them is the color Sunny Soul, and the other one's Speed Dial. So here is Sunny Soul. Sunny Soul, like, what is that, South Korea? Like S-E-O-U-L. I think that's South Korea, correct? So I'll swatch them both for you. So here's Sunny Soul. It's a really pretty pinky color, so it's perfect for where I'm living. And then here is Speed Dial, another pinky color. It's 12:30. Oh, thank you for letting me know. If you guys didn't hear that, that was my laptop chiming. That is 12:30. So these are the two colors, and they're just really pretty colors. Wow, Speed Dial is really pretty. I forgot how pretty they were. And I think just because I'm such a neutral person that I forget about these, but I need to, you know what, I think I'm going to wear Speed Dial today. Okay, these eyeshadows, which I hate to put these in this video, they are from the Alluring Aquatics collection, my Extra Dimension eyeshadows, which I hate to put these in there because these things were like 19 bucks each, these palettes. I bought 5 out of the 6 of them, and I love them. It's not a matter of not loving them, it's just the fact that they're single eyeshadows. I mean, just like, look at how pretty that color is. It's like this blue. If I would swatch it, let me swatch it. This one's actually one of my favorites. Oh my gosh. Look at how pretty that is. It's just gorgeous. And then my other favorite one, well, they're all pretty favorites, but like these are my two favorites, is the color Lorelei. Don't know if you can see that there. It's like really pale. But I love them. The reason I don't wear them is because since they're single shadows, I kind of push them away, and they're very dark. And it's summertime. I don't really know why MAC, I mean, I love the idea, but I don't know why they would have come out with these dark colors in the summertime. Like, this is something you wear in the fall, in my opinion, these really dark colors. I mean, I think I swatched, yeah, I swatched Fathoms Deep. Here's Fathoms Deep, and then here's Soul Serenade, Silver Sun, Legendary Lore. So they're all really dark, except for this Lorelei. So I feel like that's why I don't wear them so much, because where I live, it's always sunny. I mean, occasionally there's a gloomy day, but it's not. There's no winter here, so it's not like people are bundling up in scarves and coats where you feel like, oh, the darker fall winter colors. No. So they're beautiful, but I think that's why I don't wear them so much. But they're super pigmented and beautiful. Okay, getting down to it. This is turning out to be a much longer video than I thought it was going to be. I just talk too much. I have to stop talking so much. It's this eyeshadow palette by Kat Von D. It's the is this the Chrysalis palette? Yeah. So, okay, that's great, because it doesn't have the name on here. I'm pretty sure this is the Chrysalis palette. So it's these colors. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful. I don't know. I just don't wear them that often. I couldn't even give you a reason why, but I think they're beautiful. But this is the Chrysalis palette, and unfortunately, it doesn't say it on here. How stupid is that? They don't have the name of the eyeshadow palette on here. The other one is the It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette. Oh, okay, well that's garbage. These are the colors. They're like neutral colors, and they're matte, or demi-matte, because they're not completely matte. I've swatched them all. The only reason I haven't used this palette that I can tell you is because it's just, the outside is so ugly. I mean, to me, this is probably just one of the ugliest packaging any company could have come up with. So even though I know I could do such beautiful things with this, I just, when I'm looking at my eyeshadow palettes, I'm just like, yeah, no, that's an ugly pack. That's ugly, and I don't want to use it. I mean, maybe I should depot these things and put them in a palette. I bet you if I depotted these and took these out, I would be more likely to use these than if they were in this packaging. And the last thing, yes, this is the last thing, is my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I love it because it's in this packaging. I was actually watching Coffee Break with Danny, and she was saying how she hated the packaging. It was too bulky for her, and her husband bought it for her, and you know, she returned it until they redesigned it and came out with a slimmer packaging. And when she first said that, I thought, oh, I should have done that. Like, I should have waited for them to come out with a slimmer packaging. But then when she opened it up, it's the same exact thing. Like, it's slimmer packaging, but they still don't have the eyeshadow colors on it. So to me, it was just a waste. Like, I mean, I like the packaging. I don't care that it's not slimmer. They still look like chocolate bars. I love it. The colors are incredible. Like, you can do so much with this, and I have used this a few times, and the fact it smells like chocolate, it smells so good. I just don't use this a lot. So I should use it more often, because once again, you can do lots of beautiful things with this palette. You can come up with like a trillion different looks with this. I forget about it. So now that I've gone through some of these colors that I forgot about, and these different makeup items, I totally am going to use some of them to do my look for today. So I'm super excited to kind of dig into something. Honestly, I'm torn between using this ugly palette, this ugly package palette, and my my MAC Alluring Aquatics. So we'll see. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys can give me any advice on how to store my makeup so that way I remember to use these things, or maybe if you guys have a way that you like shift around your makeup, let me know. So anyway, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.